I want to give a huge shout out to Archosaur Games for sponsoring this video. First up, Dragon Raza has incredibly stunning graphics, using the advanced Unreal Engine 4 and unbelievably high graphics on mobile devices. It is a grand open world game, standing in the street to cause traffic jam, take an epic fall on the slippery ground on a snowy night, have a cup of coffee by the open air cafe. Tons of different fun and real interactions are waiting for you to discover in the game. Your role could get cold, hungry, happy, upset, or have other feelings, and this might affect your performance in the fight. Dragon Raza is a game with a big install size which requires second download, but I was actually surprised. The game quality is quite incredible and totally matches its file size. So don't worry even if it takes some time to download. There's also infinite exploration and true freedom which affects story development with your own choices. You can be whoever you want and start another life in the game. And there was just new major update released and the new class got released called Puppeteer, who use paper as a weapon that looks fragile but is actually extremely sharp and ever changing. Download the unlimited fantasy MMORPG by Archosaur Games Dragon Raza right now. Here you could be whoever, play however. Please check on their various communities under this video to gain abundant rewards as well as first-hand information. Links are below the video.
In Open Qualifier number 2. Don't forget that Europe also plays on Sundays on these same channels, so definitely toss a follow to whatever Brawl Masters channel you're watching this on now, and you can tune in tomorrow to see the top teams in Europe go at it. But finally, we have our players ready. Tribe Gaming versus IX kicking off the semifinals here. You got Super Sai, Zulan, and Tyrant all on the bottom of your screen. Pam specifically just spamming over there at QQ, aka CryingMan from IX. And that's IX's first time on stream today. We'll see what they got for us.
Super Sai on the Colette, frequently banned just as a top tier character, wanting to get her out of the conversation. So with her sneaking on through, Sai grabs her, no problem. Expecting to see a lot of stuff there. Zulan with a missed pull, and that means Colette's going to go in for the dash. Won't be able to bring down Zar just yet. And that's the big sleepy circle. Zulan punishes. And a nice pull there, and the dash from Colette good as well. So some kills going back and forth here, but really not much with respect to actually the brawl ball. CryingMan's going to be stuck here, push it on up, and again we find ourselves midfield, 1:30 on the clock.
Zulan was extremely low health, trying to just finish off the enemy target, could not manage it. And now, again, yeah, you mentioned the ball itself has not done quite a lot of traveling so far this game, even when the picks have come through. So just keeping an eye kind of on the top left corner since they're a little bit bundled up there. And Jean, of course, can make a game-changing play at a moment's notice, but so far, very standoff. Oh, Zulan is going to be the first one to go down. Super Sai with the Colette dash goes down mid-dash, but now we're down to just a 1v1. Tyrant not confident enough to start dribbling that ball toward the goal.
Nah, I'm going to hang back just a little bit. Respawn's coming out. Grab from second best, miss. And now we're back on the back foot. Scoreless after a minute and 20.
Yep, both teams still just jockeying for position here. Lots of health, actually, for the side of Tribe down in that bottom right corner, especially with that Pam super healing everyone back up. Now with the barrier destroyed here, trying to make a move, and actually got the numbers advantage as well as Super Sai falls. That is going to, of course, allow IX to get the first goal of the game, and only 14 seconds remaining means all they've got to do, again, is brace for impact, use whatever they have to prevent IX. Well, prevent Tribe from marching upfield as the ball actually gets close to their goal again. And the IX
good stuff there. Yeah, good stuff there. Making use of the non-traditional composition. You see Sandy coming through and actually doing work here. I mean, that was unexpected.
Just coming out, managed to tip the scale in IX's favor, but now we are here in game 2. IX with the series lead so far, the set lead. And you see second best actually coming out with the Piper this time. 8-bit is actually going to get employed for the first time in Brawl Masters, as far as I'm aware here. I cannot remember seeing him before.
Slowest character for the Brawl Ball game mode. Interesting choice for sure. And Zulin is going to be able to just push it forward, and second best finds the block, and so we remain scoreless despite a great push from Tribe Gaming.
Yeah, and Czar under half health, not able to make a push on the ball himself, even though he did have the location and the sort of ability to push up on that ball. He probably would have just flopped right over. So unfortunately, IX cannot maximize their potential on that one. 8-Bit and Piper both making use of that super, though, just spamming long-range projectiles. They find Super Sai, and that gives Czar the opportunity to move forward. Ball bouncing all over the place now, though, not quite able to get that goal, but still could have the setup necessary. 8-Bit now backing off. I was curious if he was going to try and make a move, but yeah, at this point, IX have sort of field control, but unable to make that power play pounce that they need.
There we saw what makes 8-Bit actually, I'm not even going to say viable, but playable at all, is the gadget being able to teleport back to the totem. I think that's a big deal in allowing kind of 8-Bit to do the thing. Yeah, he's obviously super tanky and going to provide help to the teammates, allowing second best to really make use. Listen, second best Piper is second to none, and so giving her a little bit extra juice and turning 3 kills or 3-shot kills into 2-shot kills is a big deal. Again, an unconventional approach to Brawl Ball. It worked out last time with the Sandy. Here, they've been doing a good job of kind of finding these kills and maintaining control, and second best was able to walk up and take care of the nonsense with respect to the boxes in front. And so slow but steady, IX kind of death by 1,000 cuts here versus Tribe Gaming. We'll see if it's successful in the big picture.
Well, it's kind of weird because the burst, like, obviously it exists, but it's so predictable. Like, Tribe are not going to just walk into the death pit of Piper and 8-Bit firing from the super. They know that Czar is covering this right side, trying to just pounce whenever a pick comes through. Time is going to run out and trigger overtime, so I'm not too surprised to see that. But now the kills starting to pile up. Tyrant charging forward here, trying to take out 8-Bit once and for all. Grab that ball, and there was a slight opportunity, but Czar able to put a lid on it, and IX are in control of the ball here.
All right, 40 seconds left of overtime, still scoreless. And this is kind of a troublesome situation, I think, for Tribe Gaming. They're squishier, right? Which is the only reason I say that. I guess you look at the other two characters. I don't know. This is an uphill battle for both teams. It really is just a matter of brawling. Who gets the kills to open up the door? I guess you can just play for the reset.
Well, yeah, now
IX is going to play defense.
Yeah. Well, they're just trying to wait till they get that pick. They have that range advantage. So you just need to land the hits, especially from 8-Bit's super. Tyrant does go down. 4 seconds left. That's not even enough time to get across the field, though, as they attempt to do so. And IX, I believe that's just a regame on a draw.
Yes.
So, yeah, we are going to be headed back. They are allowed to switch characters, I believe. NA or E. So go check that out, and now we are back in.
There we
go. Was definitely a regame. Same characters because of the server lag, just too crippling and too game-breaking. So here we are back in the remake with the same brawlers.
Yes, that's a big deal. When we have a draw like we did in game number 2, you can choose different characters, even though it's a complete remake. When we have sort of that situation, everybody's got to stick to what they're doing. And so we see a little bit of a switch up here, the spike coming out here for IX. They're going to stick to the 8-Bit. So they like that strategy alongside what second best is doing over here. And so this is, again, a slower choice, but instead of the Piper looking for long range damage, Jar is going to bring out the spike, and then allows a little bit more area control, which I think is more appropriate for Brawl Ball.
Yeah, so far it looks like IX really have a handle on things. Super Sai was, still at max health, but the other two just getting hit repeatedly by the salvo of projectiles there. Spike specifically getting damage behind the walls there, takes down Tyrant, and actually is in a really strong position with 8-Bit already across the field as well. So
nice
second best now passing up the field. They are going to get sort of denied here by Tyrant right up at the goal itself, but this is a lot of ground covered here, and it's not over yet. Super Sai dives in and gets obliterated Ball right next to the goal. Now QQ finds a kill on Tyrant. This should be a goal.
There it is. So right there, we got a chance to see kind of the setup of what they're trying to do there with respect to the Gene, right? We saw the Piper come out before instead of the Spike, but the idea is for Piper to kind of destroy things and then you can shoot. Penny does the same thing. Gene, on the other hand, pull the defender and follow it up with the kick. That's sort of the opposite approach. You know, the literally pull instead of push, but it worked out here for IX. Love to see that adaptation. And IX here, 20 seconds left, 1 goal lead.
And QQ finds a kill. Piper very low health. Zulon goes down to QQ in the end, and you see the spin to win. They're already up 1-0. They know time is on their side. Does not even have to shoot the ball, but 3 seconds remaining. Means that IX is going to take this first set on Brawl Ball over Tribe Gaming. A little bit of trial and tribulation to get to this point, but 8-bit QQ getting the star player honors there, showing us a brawler that does not get a lot of love in a unique opportunity to take a match lead here.
Insane. So I think it makes more sense to put my money on a match 3, but Snake Prairie, anything can happen.
No, I definitely hear you there. I think I'm going to have to agree as well. Siege does seem to be just a little bit more volatile, although last time this mode in the previous series ended up being, you know, the clincher and was actually incredibly close back and forth. But you can see now as IX trying to test the water a little bit, they're going to get warded away by these longer range characters. So the brush is going to be in a bit of an advantage for Mortis diving in there. Tyrant and Zulon both get taken down at the same time, leaving only Super Sai to fend for himself, but 5 stars to 0. Could not ask for much of a better start for IX, already in the driver's seat this match.
Keeping it careful. No reason for IX to overextend at this point. Just keep chilling. Don't forget, Nani was banned, and so you don't have to worry about the map,
the snipes,
the map, yeah, the long range map kind of nonsense there. But Zulon is able to take down CryingMan's Mortis with the Piper Super, and a kill the other way brings us again a couple of stars up. So IX in a comfortable position, but not a dominant one. Tribe Gaming totally within striking distance and can absolutely make this one happen. But IX turtling up there on the top right is the best look that they have access to.
And now Tribe sharking up kind of as a unit on the left side, but Tyrant, yeah, he catches that bomb. He doesn't want to actually catch it. And falls to under 1,000 HP. All of the stars are piled up here in the top right corner. If Tribe Gaming can get some kind of coordinated effort, the problem is all this visibility that is starting to open up now as the brush gets destroyed. Czar, QQ, and second best loop all the way around the right side. Another kill. Yep, that's going to pretty much do it here. QQ actually given a little bit of a spin victory, but Czar falling extremely low, stays alive long enough to lock it up.
If Czar died, we tie at 11, right? Like that's an interesting look, and so
flirting with disaster. Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well. The game ends at 0, and so
Gaming trying to repeat. Can't do it if IX are going to be their final boss, and Mortis just again. He's able to dash up, grab that opening star. That is just a nice point for Mortis, able to start off this bounty with a star lead.
All right. Nice and slow. Right side, Tribe Gaming, walking up. There's Tyra opening things up, and boom, 2-1 lead for Tribe Gaming.
Yep, Super Sai also playing very safely. I know Super Sai did get caught a couple of times in the previous bout, but this time actually just, yeah, launching from afar, staying in the far back. Probably scared of Mortis, honestly, if anything, because you just never really know when he's going to pop up.
Walking into your bow mines, also a big deal. Tara can just snap you down as well, but I mean Mortis absolutely the one to make you walk the plank. No pun intended there. Actually,
I think you did. I think you intended that. Yeah.
I intended the pun. It's not even a pun. It's not even a pun.
No,
it's
a reference. Fine. It's just fitting. It's fine. But no, it's a pun because he's a pirate. But QQ dashes through, does not quite find the kill, but everything blowing up at the same time results in a Tyrant death, while Mortis able to sneak away with his life. still intact. 4 stars to 3 now for Tribe, though, and time is starting to tick down. So this is the first time that IX have had to traverse this entire field. They know second best is approaching on the left side. You can see them already spamming that area, but as they get closer, Tribe doing a good job deflecting all of these incoming attacks. Now Mortis, though, getting in the action. Zulon stays alive, only long enough to fall in the end to someone else. 10 stars to 6, 10 seconds left. Tribe, I have to think, have the grip here as they get that last kill. That should do it.
Yeah, CryingMan going all the way in, but can't make it happen. Tribe Gaming played that really, really well. You know, like Snake Prairie can be tumultuous, like we saw in game number 1.
Than the first game, but we'll see. In game 3 now, as we are launched in, there's that first star. No Mortis, obviously, or he would have grabbed it, but it's going to be IX again getting us started.
An interesting look here without the Mortis is going to change the way they approach the game completely. Mortis being able to like step in, step out, not just for that first star, but like in general. That's a big change, and so getting pulled here, that's a big change as well. Zar's going to look for the right-hand side. Piper can't get up, and 4-1 Tribe Gaming. This, remember I said, not dominant, but in control? This is dominance.
So
this
Zar,
is what dominance looks like.
Zar, unfortunately, so after his 2 teammates died, he knew all 3 of Tribe were going to be locked in that corner. He backed off, but then eventually got caught so far away from his teammates by all 3 of Tribe that he may as well have just suicided in earlier, because that was actually now going to reset them, burn even more time off the clock. It's 6 stars to 4. IX now, again, the onus is on them to have to cross this entire field. They don't have a Mortis to dash up with this time, so it's going to be a little bit slower going than last time. You can see some of the terrain also getting removed here, increasing stability for Tribe, who are in the winning position right now. They just have to hang on and address these attackers as they come along.
2 stars separate our squads. Zar right side, second best in the middle, and QQ on the left side. Tara obviously better up close, so the long range shot's better for Zar and second best. Zar's making the flank though. CryingMan dives, 5 stars now. All members of Tribe have 3 on top, and so the kills have to come here for IX. The pull's good, and that's good enough. Tribe Gaming gonna bring us to a match number 3. No way they can throw at this point, right? Hold your breath, because it's happened before, but not this time around.
Well, we did just see Tempo go the distance and fall to a lower seed, so it is still certainly possible. IX, just slightly more mistakes this time than, obviously, Brawl Ball went very quickly.
I think IX should have won this in 2. I really think they really should have. They looked so strong earlier on, and it's starting to crumble. If I'm, you know, a coach or on the squad, I'm worried about like the mindset of the team.
Well, IX certainly have some criticism to take to heart now, but Siege, as we get started, the first bolts just going to be split evenly there. You've got a mirror match over on the right side of your screen here. Barley's also just mirroring each other, and then a random Carl just zipping around up there at the top of your screen, but otherwise still very, very even, and you know, we're going to trigger that next Siege timer there while we continue to battle it out. I don't see one side or the other really like running away with this one yet, although 7 bolts now for Tribe. That was the last little wave of bolts seemed to get scooped by them.
The double Max. Max has been banned in a lot of these. I actually just messaged. I was like, was Max banned for this one? Because Max has been banned in a lot of our games. Not this time around, though, so both teams are going to bring out the Max. We have a big boy siege spot for Tribe Gaming here. 12 bolts at the minimum. Yeah, it's going to be a 12 bolt. 13 here, level 13 for Tribe Gaming. And with a Max and some of these characters, this could be a one-wave shot. The Tyrant Star of the Super, no. Now he does. And here comes the damage off the top. Not nearly what I thought it would be, but still a great job here.
Still is almost in like game-ending territory. Tribe, I was trying to see how like their health totals and stuff are doing. They actually could have gone a little more ham there, but I think with a big lead like this now, obviously, it's also just fine to keep scooping those bolts. There is a world where they ended that right off the top, but they're
big pull.
playing it safer. Yeah, that was a massive pull, farthest range, like right into the teammate as well. So Tribe running away with this one. You can see the thumbs up pin on that one, but yeah, 2 10+ siege bots. That's going to be all she wrote on that one, and IX, you can see Carl just chilling at this point. It's over.
Yeah, that, you know, here's the scary thing about teams like Tribe Gaming. You know, a lot of times when we talk about emotional squads or momentum-based systems, we're talking about the negative side of that, right? We talk about like, oh man, this guy's tilted. Like this
limit here. Technically not to the absolute limit, as Tribe have a chance to just walk away with Siege after being down 3 maps to none. They've won the last 3 straight themselves. So anyone here could run away with Siege. Already getting started with Tyrant falling. It's a bloodbath, actually. I thought QQ was going to end up going down there as well, but manages to stay alive with a bit higher health pool. Super Psy going down. IX, hot start, but don't have the bolts to show it.
And we're going to have the level 2 siege bot, not that big of a deal. IX might be able to get some damage, but look at the way Tribe are grouped up here. They're going to take care of this bot pretty quickly. Zard doesn't have the soup, so we're not going to see any persistent damage there from the Barley after the fact. A little more than 25% done by IX, but Tribe Gaming can certainly answer.
Yep, so far bolts still piling up for IX. Obviously when you get that first siege bot attacking, you can choose to either kind of shove with it or just get more ahead for the next round. And because Tribe only had that 1 bolt, it made sense kind of universally there to just keep farming in mid. Super Psy goes down again. He's not showing up on this max in siege mode so far, but Tyrant also going down there, and mid is just fully under control. QQ must have heard what you said, because he is showing up way, way bigger this time.
So is Second Best. Second Best brought the Carl last time around, which was a little questionable. Now bringing the Gene, landing every single pull. And IX do a lot more damage this time around. They got about, what was it, 27% last time around? And now even more so. So Tribe Gaming here, they need to get out of their own zone. They haven't been able to pick the single bolt. Obviously, it's an exaggeration. They have 6 in total, but they haven't really been able to do much in this round. IX has just dominated this game, sort of the way that Tribe Gaming did the first one.
Yeah, this one, for some reason, it's like night and day. IX aren't even losing a single person and, you know, just scooping all those bolts. Maybe game one was just kind of a fluke. Yeah, another pull and another level 10 siege bot storming his way toward Tribe Gaming here. And 14 seconds, 45% health. That's plenty of time and health to knock down the base. And IX are taking them to the actual limit now. So this is 2 series in a row now where we're going to set game 3 to determine who, this match will determine who moves into the finals.
Team-based. It was synergy, kind of bringing it up. The chemistry was really, really obvious. We got to see a lot of the combination plays. For IX, this change is individual. QQ wasn't on his best 2 legs previously, and Second Best brought out, in my opinion, a throw of a Carl selection. Here, last game, Second Best landed every single gene pull and arguably won the game, and the switch to Jackie was really, really impressive here for CryingMan. So IX stepping up individually, and that's a really big deal. Here, they're continuing it, keeping Tribe Gaming on their side of the field. Early siege bot, we'll see how this one works out. If it goes like last time, IX got 27%. Zulon with a beautiful pull prevents some of it, but we're already 20% on the turret.
Yeah, I was just going to point that out. It was still almost the exact same result. I will point out, obviously, the composition has changed on the side of IX as well. They have Sprout being employed this time, as well as Spike and Barley, while Super Psy still on the max, Zulon on Gene, and Tyrant on Barley as well. But a good start for IX, and they did the same thing where they sent a tiny little bot to start things off, get a little chunk of damage on that enemy base, and they kept scooping the bolts mid. So they are setting themselves up for this next siege to have a 7 siege bot march downfield, getting scarier and scarier. He could be good for 20-30% based on what we've seen in this series so far. Super Psy being the only defender standing at the beginning. As he falls, Oh man,
CryingMan
that
has
base is taking
super.
so much damage. That's over.
Yeah, that's a big one. 2%! And they milk the rest of it. IX takedown Tribe Gaming. And just like that, your winners from last week are the losers of this week. We'll see IX in the finals.
Very, very strong push there with that level 7 siege bot, and I believe it's just like a barley throw or something at the very end.